Bingo, welcome back. Romeo and Juliet with me and my son. So him and I were studying this as he was on contract with the school, and his father and I decided to homeschool him while we were in San Diego for a wedding. Separate, obviously, we're divorced. But anyhow, part of the lesson they're doing in school is Romeo and Juliet. Welcome to Loving with Tiara. I'm Tiara. We're covering Romeo and Juliet. So my teenage son is in high school. He is a ninth grader. They're covering Romeo and Juliet in their English class. And I was mentioning on the last video that I was a teenage mother during this time in school, so I didn't do this. So it's difficult from what I heard from other people, and most of them didn't get it. So it's nice to be able to do this with my son and enjoy the genius that Shakespeare is. I know him on different levels, but not necessarily this level of Romeo and Juliet, and reading it in this age frame in American culture. It does say something. If you can read it and understand it, and just watching my son as we go through it and digging deep into some of these lines are like, boy, you are intense. You rainbow, crystal light child. Yeah, I put crystal and light together, see what I did with that. But anyway, he is just he's unique. All children are, if we allow them to be who they are. And I really, truly enjoy kids. And I enjoy mine as well. Not all the time. Oh, jeez. Oh. I just had a flashback of a bad memory when they was talking back and wouldn't be quiet. Jeez. Anyway, state of Washington is legal. Wow. Anyhow, just enjoying it. And, there was a fight for that as well. A fight for, no, we're really going to do the homework. Yeah, they assign this, and this is what we're going to do. No, we're going to do it the way I said. We're going to role play it out like they're practicing in class. Yeah, it takes a lot to homeschool. It really does. So if it's not for you, don't do it. Just that simple. Because not every day kids want to actually play school with their mommy. And some of those days you do have to say, but we're doing it anyway. So, and then you also have the ability to say, I'm not feeling like it either. Maybe we'll pick this up on Saturday. Oh, you don't want to do Saturday now? Okay, you want to do it today? Me? Okay, I'm feeling like you feeling. Back to right now? Good. So, anyhow, that wasn't easy to get him to understand that we were going to learn this. And since he is supposed to be learning it, I am choosing to learn it with him. Isn't that nice to have a study buddy? A study buddy like your mother. That's so nice. Right. And he doesn't have to actually appreciate it now. He'll appreciate it later, and so do I, even if he doesn't, because I'm into pleasing thyself nowadays and dribbling saliva on my hand. Yeah. That's just it. You're the parent, you get to make the choice. And so I said I want to study Romeo and Juliet with my son. That means we study Romeo and Juliet. It's almost like when you get to pick your kid's religion. You just get to pick how you raise them. Within legal stuff. But let me just share with you that some of this stuff, you really have to sit and process each line and each word and the time frame and what that word actually means in that he's so poetic. He is so poetic, honey. Let me just, here we go. My nerds out there, you guys who are about to go in We're about to go in. And I didn't get to really practice, okay? Look at me like to make my no excuses. Hashtag go in. Here we go. Romeo says, to call hers exquisite and question more. These happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows. Being black puts us in mind, they hide the fair. He that is stricken blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note, where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget. Monvolio, I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt. I mean, we're going to dig deeper in that with my son so we can get an understanding on a 13-year-old. I just love him. And me too. I just we kind of just get the ping-ponging back and forth. And I'm like, what do you think you mean by that? Son, what do you mean by black? Being black puts us in mind they hide the fair. You know I didn't just pick that just because I was like, don't crack, and Shakespeare's got my back. I bet you it means something like that. Yeah, so, we'll be digging into that soon. You have to come check that out. Shakespeare with Romeo and Juliet and Akira and Tiara Shipton. Yes, I love being a nerd. Rock on to all of my nerds out there, young, old, and alike. The people who don't even know they're nerds that just realized when they heard that. I like words and books and words that look like rhymes. That's like poetry. That's like rap. If you speed it up. I wonder if I could rap this. Let's try. To call hers exquisite and question more. Why do you have to do this? It's not rap if you don't do that. These happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows. Being black puts us in mind they hide the fair. He that is stricken blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. No? Maybe I need a hand. Let's see. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note, where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget. Monvolio, I'll pay the doctrine or else die in debt. See that? That's called rapping. Or that's what I just called it. My son is going to be like, did you really attempt to do that? No, I'm going to say, no, son, I didn't attempt to do anything. I did it. I straight up nailed it. I made a rap song. And give me some extra time with it. All right, number one, I got to get the understanding on that, because you can't just be rapping things without digging deep into them. Understanding the meaning of what you read. It's so importante. Yes, so come check out the Spelling Room here at the Center of the Universe in Kenmore, Washington. It is being designed as we speak, worked on. Don't mind coming by and actually lending a hand. That's actually a rolling brush or a paintbrush or an idea or a chit chat or a cup of tea or an ear while I am working around here. I don't mind it. Thank you guys who have been coming and sitting with me. Shout out to Jeff. I appreciate you as well. Yeah, the driver. I appreciate the time and just being able to relax. Oh, and to Hog Dog. Thank you for getting my bike fixed and back on the road. Well, still at your house. But I'm going to get it. Yep, I'm going to come. And if the rain goes away, that'll be the day. I want Billy to sing that. That'll be the day when something. That'll be, I'll have to figure that one out on a different day because that ain't the words. I realized I didn't know a lot of words to a lot of songs. I just hum it and go. That's how you know intention. Well, I intended for that to sound good, and I just made it be whatever. That I was on beat or wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, yeah. Let me know what you think about Romeo and Juliet. If you have enjoyed the experience, if you've been to the plays, if you have studied it with you by yourself or with your children, or are you doing it now as homeschoolers? The homeschool conference is coming up. So I'm kind of curious to know about those communities that I've been in for a long time. And to my high school communities. 9th grade, I'm guessing, is when this is touched in the U.S. in 2019. We're touching this in 9th grade. Which makes sense because that's age appropriate. I believe Juliet is 13 in the story. So some of this is kind of heavy. Whoa. Introduction. Make sure you read all of that. It's like, I'm being silly here, but it's like this much introduction and this much skit intro. I was like, all this just to say what's going on. It's telling me a lot about what's going on. Oh, this is getting good. Okay. This is getting kind of like, some of this stuff is just so simple and so petty. That's the word. Like, I don't like them. You like them? We haven't liked them forever. It's real. I mean, that's how we do. That is how we do. We're just like, my family doesn't like yours. And no, we're going to drag this out for 20, 30, 40 years. I mean, we're going to go down in history with this. And that's what was going on with these two families. They were just like, oh, I better say this for my son because he's going to be upset. So anyway, you guys come back tomorrow and join me and my son as we talk about Romeo and Juliet. This is not the copy I borrowed from the library. I don't know where the library book is, you guys. I'll have to find it by tomorrow when the sun is out. That's my reason. It's cold and it's probably in the car and I can't stay out there looking for it. So no need to have a panic or an anxiety attack for those of you who are working with me with behavior modification on those type things. There was a moment. Ninja moment. Yeah. And I got points. So I pat myself on the back, acknowledge it, and say, I don't need that book. I've got the book I had since I was homeschooling my 23-year-old. Maybe the 20-year-old. Yes, I've got both of those. A 23-year-old girl and a 20-year-old boy. And obviously they didn't use the book much. Yeah, it must have been the oldest because this would have been taught by an online teacher. So that's probably why it hasn't been opened. Anyhow, moving right along. you guys, I'll see you tomorrow for Romeo and Juliet with my son, Akayo, Akio's son, my true ninja, my ninja son. Love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a good night.